logos only need to be distinctive and useful. There are many ways to achieve this. Let me show you how I do it. Hi, my name is Richard Baird. I'm a designer, writer and publisher and collector of historical artifacts with a special interest in mid-century modernism. One of my biggest ventures so far has been building Logo Archive, a catalogue of mid-century logos which has followers all over the world. In addition to it being a digital resource, it's also been spun out into zines, an international research project and an educational program. By taking inspiration from symbols of the past, I'm able to create memorable and pragmatic logos for today's brands that can also hold meaning over time. Achieving this balance between past and present leads to design that endures. This is what I believe and what I allow to shape my work. Mid-century modernism is a fascinating area for study. It has produced works that have found a harmony between practical concerns and creativity. In this Domestika course, you'll learn how to apply these principles in your own logo design process. For the final project, you'll create a unique, memorable and purposeful modernist logo. First, I'll discuss what makes for a good logo and cover a few form-making techniques, and then I'll focus on compounding. We'll also look at some use cases in which to define our parameters, and then we'll get started. Next, we'll break down the brief and find some potential pathways and generate some visual ideas. We'll then examine our concepts and relate these back to our objectives before moving our concepts onto the computer and exploring potential directions. Afterwards, we're going to talk about client feedback and how to respond to it. Finally, I'll talk about how to present and sell your work effectively and give you some advice about moving your design business forward. By the end of the course, you'll have a set of form-making techniques to use, drawing on mid-century modernism, a fascinating period in design history. To participate, you just need some basic sketching experience and be familiar with Adobe Illustrator. Be inspired by the treasures of the past to create the designs of the future.